Get your word for today, word for today, ayy, ayy, word for today, word for today, ayy, ayy. Hello, my beautiful people. So I'm here with another word for today. You ready? I'm here with another word for today. The beginner gardener is looking to cultivate their land. However, first, they must study the lay of their land. Second, they must study the soil against the grain of the crop. Third, they must study the crop of choice, or the crops with an S of choice. Within each of these steps are other directives that leads to a further process within each step or within each procedure. For example, the first step, as they study the lay of the land, they also have to do what? When studying the land, there are other factors that will come into play while studying the lay of the land. The environment, the weather, they have to factor in all these other things that will lead to a further process within each step. So the directions will expand as you go into each step to study each section that will allow for you to expand the knowledge within each step. So, y'all's kingdom is the same way. And what we're going to be discussing moving into this new week, moving into this new season of exponential growth. We just came out of learning about the perception of beauty, purging what no longer serves us, making room for the new, leaving behind the old, stepping into something that's going to allow for us to experience exponential growth. But y'all first says that we need to clear out the things that is no longer serving us, or allowing for us to be able to grow at an exponential rate because of the places that he wants us to step in, the things that he wants us to experience at an exponential rate. We got to have the capacity and the room for him to be able to work in us as he needs to, right? So that being said, we went on a fast. We got rid of a lot of the things that wasn't serving us. The topic that we discussed last week up until yesterday was about the perception of beauty, and we wrapped that up, kind of giving you guys an idea of how you should set boundaries when it comes down to your relationships, when it comes down to your intimacy, when it comes down to your love, when it comes down to your energy, when it comes down to your time. You must be very, 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 very protective over those things, right? So now we're moving into something new. For this week, we're moving into what we call cultivating. Cultivation. This week, we're going to be discussing cultivation as Yah is asking us to take a more in-depth look at cultivation and what it means, and how cultivation and what cultivation has to do within the operating systems within Yah's kingdom. So I'm going to be discussing this a lot more as we go along and we begin to discuss and get into the things that is going to further push us towards exponential growth and receiving all that we are destined to receive as we embark on this journey of growth and having faith in order to be able to see the miracles that can happen when you allow for Yah Elohim to work in your life. So, allow me to lead you into our next study for this week as we begin to talk about cultivation, as we begin to discuss the intricacies and the things that will allow for us to be able to push ourselves further in depth, and what needs to happen in order for us to be able to expand the capacity that's needed for us to be able to carry the blessing that's about to be bestowed on our lives. It's about to be that big. Yes, it is. You said we're doing a lot of preparation. Yes, we are. We've already stepped out of the wilderness. You remember I gave you guys that reading, that prophetic message last week about stepping out of the wilderness, how we're coming out of the wilderness. And I did, if you go back to that last video, I told you guys within that video, as I gave that prophetic message to you, that we were going to be stepping into what we call cultivating. We're going to be building what it is that we need to build in order to be able to grow how we need to grow, in order to be able to expand how we need to expand, in order to be able to have the capacity to be able to hold all that Yah is putting inside of us and placing in us. And I'm telling you, it's going to be so big that you're going to see that the blessings are going to be in overflow, that your cup is going to be filled, that you're going to see the blessings starting to spill out even before you even receive before you even get to receive the biggest blessing of all, because of the grace that's bestowed on you, the anointings that has been bestowed on you, all of this that is being given to you for being an obedient child of Yah Elohim. He's delivering you from all that you need to be delivered from, in hopes that you keep his principalities, his rules, and allow for his power to work in your life like it needs to work in your life, so you can get rid of spiritual wickedness, all of those entities that are putting you in a place of bondage, of having a yoke around your neck and chains around your arms and your ankles. We doing away with those things, and we walking into something new, you guys. We're walking into something brand new. And I just want to know, are you ready? Are you ready for what's about to come? What has been stirring in you? And I know so much has been revealed to you because you already got your orders, remember? You already received your orders. You already know what it is. You already know the plan. You can't go nowhere without no plan. So you got your plan. You just are in a place where you have to cultivate that plan and put that plan to action in order for the things that you want to come into manifestation to actually manifest. We are still in a place where you're not going to be partaking into things that is going to put you further or put you back and revert you back to who you used to be, or put you in a place where you pick up those same illicit behaviors that no longer serve the best part of you, the best version of you. Because we doing better, we being better, we creating better, we living better. We on an all new everything. The way we walking, the way we talking, and the way we moving and operating is at an exponential rate, baby. So all of those things that had you lagging, you got to leave behind. It's time to walk. Continue to walk further in the path to greatness. The question is, are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready for what's about to happen in your life? Are you ready for the blessings that's about to be bestowed?
Get your word for today. Word for today. Word for today. Word for today.